Maha Mini 2K19 shit. We out here in the snow. You dig? You dig?
We're doing this shit, right? Is
this the right? I don't think this is the right Bubba Chino. Are you sure?
I don't think it is either.
We don't walk. We went to the wrong one. It's all right.
Dang. Sorry, wrong Bubba Chinos. Take two. Maha Mini. We have Bubba Chinos. About to interview Misael Lopez, professional boxer.
We
out
are
of Denver.
officially at the right, Bubba Beanos.
Bubba Chinos.
We're at the right, Bubba Beanos.
Damn.
She said she just won't be mine. I cannot commit though. We don't smoke on dime. I'm since that sister. Ride around with that nine. I might let that bitch know. In case they try to slide. I ain't got no time. She said she just won't be mine. I cannot commit though. We don't smoke on dime. I'm since that sister. Ride around with that nine. I might let that bitch know. In case they try to slide. I ain't got no time for it. I ain't got no time for it. I ain't got no time for it.
Maha Minute, #1 podcast in the universe. I'm really excited about this interview. Us at the Maha Minute, we're very passionate about sports. I'm very excited to introduce our very first athlete interview here on the Maha Minute.
It's good, my man. Happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
Misael Lopez, professional boxer out of Denver. So on that note, talk about where you're from. You're from Denver, right? So what are the advantages that come with training out here? What are some pros and cons?
Man, it's awesome. So, like let's get right to it. So, you know that one of the best things that we have in the city is the altitude, man. You know, a lot of people know that right away. So when we get guys to come in from sea level, it's a great advantage for us. So, you know, they're going to, to put it right on them because they're probably going to gas out, you know. So it's a great thing for us. My condition is usually tip-top shape because of the same reason, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's awesome, man. And you know, one of the disadvantages with Colorado is that it's not a big boxing state. You know, it's just not, doesn't support boxing as big. It's just not very popular, you know. So given that same reason, it's hard for us to come up and get the exposure we need. But you know, we push through it, and you know, we take one step at a time. So we're getting there. But at the same time, once you do make a big move, you know, it's not a lot going on. So you take over kind of quick. You feel me? So yeah, we're moving little by little. We're getting there, man.
Yep. We're underdogs, but shit, we work harder than anyone.
That's it, man. That's what matters, right?
Yeah. Talk about life growing up here a little bit.
It was cool, man. So I grew up in Five Points, Denver. I grew up on 26th and Curtis, about Curtis Park area.
In the heart.
Yeah, man. So I grew up around Cole Middle School. I went to White Edison. You know, my home school was Manual. So I got a lot of love for the 5 Points, you know, east side Denver. So it's really cool, man. That's where I grew up. It was a lot of, you know, it was adversity. It was a little ugly when I grew up there. A lot of gang members, you know. In my school, everybody was gang members, you know. So shootings, lockdowns, kind of thing. You feel me? So it was a little ugly, but we pushed through, man. It always motivated me. It always motivated to want to get out of there, you know. People always underestimate you coming from areas like that, so that always pushed me to, you know, want to get out of that. They always think you don't got nothing. It just drove me always, man. You know, I was always the underdog, you know. So it was awesome. It's awesome. I love where I'm from, man.
Definitely.
Great city.
Real three.
Yes, sir.
How did you fall in love with boxing in the first place?
Well, speaking on that, you know, being in a hard neighborhood, my dad saw that I was starting to get into a little bit of trouble at school, you know, starting to get into fights. You know, people were starting to, you know, try to punk on me a little stuff like that. So he said, hey, sooner or later, you're going to have to catch the hands with somebody, you know. You better learn, you know. I'd rather you learn and you know how to defend yourself than have to, you know, come back crying with black eyes and stuff. So that's kind of how it originated, you know. You got me in there that way. Within maybe the first month or two, I started really putting on the guys that had experience. I loved it instantly, man. It's one of those things, you know, you walk in, I start hitting the bag and stuff. It just clicked, bro. You know, I always played soccer, so I had decent footwork, so it just kind of all fell together, and I fell in love with it fast, man.
Okay, well, talk about, like, the growth from when you started boxing until now, like being a professional.
It's a long way, so I'm going on to 3 years as a professional now. I'm 10-0, you know, but you know, Colorado is like I say it again, you know, it's not a huge boxing state, so it's really up to you to be self-motivated and really get yourself out there. So that's what's cool about it, because you're really self-made, you know what I mean? I have a great team, you know, shout out to my team, they help me out a lot, but at the end of the day, you know, you're pushing yourself out there, just like, you know, I'm sure like you guys, like any industry, you feel me? So you got to push yourself out there in this city, and that's what I stole when you make it, you know, because you're grinding hard for that. So that's kind of where we're at.
Okay. How many fights did you have to do as an amateur before you became a professional?
Well, you want to get as many as you can. You know, I played semi-pro soccer. I played academy soccer, so I played for Rush Academy. We traveled a lot, you know, so I took some time off to play soccer. I only had, I think, around 50 fights. I was 45-5, so not bad. You know, I only lost 5 fights as an amateur.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they didn't have as much national experience as I was. I was still fixing my citizenship. You know, growing up, I was a non-citizen fighter.
Okay.
And they had a rule. Yeah, but they had a rule where I would win Golden Gloves all the time, but they wouldn't let me advance just because of the same reason. I was 11, 12 years old, you know, just trying to do my craft and stuff, and they were holding me back. So that was another thing of adversity that really pushed me. You know, they were trying to hold me back. So I just said, screw it. You know, I can't do Olympics. I can't do this. I'm gonna turn pro. You know, so or we're doing it one way or another, man. So
man.
yes, sir.
Is there any other sports besides like soccer and boxing that you were into growing up?
I did everything, man. My dad was the kind of guy, you know, you got to do something, man. You know, I just want you to not be in the streets, you know, kind of thing. So I was in the swim team, bro. I played lacrosse. I played only 1 year of football. It's too damn cold here, man. Colorado's cold. I always be jamming my fingers. I wasn't with it, dog, so I just stuck with my stuff, bro. I played a lot of soccer. I had a full ride scholarship to play soccer at Adamz State.
Oh, really?
In Alamos, I had a full ride and stuff, but I put it down to continue boxing. You know, I loved it too much, and they wanted me to put on weight and stuff, and they're awesome people over there, but it wasn't for me. You know, I love what I do, and I have a passion for it, so we gotta go after it.
Love is more important than anything else.
That's it, man. That's it. Doing what you love. There's nothing like it. I wake up every day, and I wake up and I get to do what I love, and nothing beats that.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
Is there any fights you got coming up now?
Yeah, so, you know, I really hope the city comes to that one. I make a little bit of noise, and it'd be nice to, you know, keep that going. You know, I'm all about representing the city. So, February 16th is the date. It'll be over on 72nd and Federal. Okay. You know, so there's a shopping center there. It's called the Imperium Event Center. So everybody come out, you know.
Yeah, I know that.
I think tickets start at $20, and then they go up to, I'd say, VIP might be $65. So just hit me up for info and tickets. And let's blow it up, man. Let's let's put the city on. Let's make it cool, man.
Yeah. And when did you say that was again?
That's gonna be February 16th.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, everyone definitely pull up to that fight. If you're Denver natives, let's support. That's it, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Is there any other fights in the past that really like stand out to you that you want to talk about?
Yeah, so I got this belt over fighting on Showtime, man. So that was kind of my breakthrough fight right there. One of my biggest fights in my career. I fought James Wilkins, so he was backed up by Roe Jones Jr., Paulie Malignaggi, real big people from New York, man. Yeah, so they had a documentary on the kid, you know, the day of the fight and stuff, and he was real loud. Had a big following on Instagram, something like 9,000 followers or something. You know, so he was a hot kid. I was definitely the underdog, you know, and a lot of people didn't believe in me, but like I said, I love that stuff. You feel me? So it made it, exactly. So it pushed me, it drove me to get past it, and it was awesome, man. I went out there. They definitely made me feel like the underdog. They tried to do a couple tricks here and there, even my gloves and stuff like that, you know, but I stayed focused, man. I stayed focused. I kept my eye on the prize. He was a hothead. Kept trying to, you know, square up on me everywhere at the weigh-ins, you know, cuss me out, get in my face. But I kept my eye on the prize, man, and we came out on top. We got our belt, got our name out on Showtime, put the city on the big stage on TV. So we're moving on the right direction, man. It's slowly but surely kind of thing, you know.
Man. You're really big about putting the city on the map. I love that.
For sure, man. For sure.
So you're still undefeated at 10-0.
Yep.
Talk about the dedication it takes to stay undefeated and keep following your dreams.
Yeah, so man, the dedication with almost any pro athlete is just incredible, man. The diets that go into it, being at the gym, you know, sometimes multiple times a day, it's crazy. The time away from my family is crucial, man. That's real big to me. I have a 2-year-old, and I'm married. You know, my wife also, I love her, you know, so it's hard to stay to keep time away from them, you know. But they understand the sacrifice that comes with it, and they support me 100%, and I love them for that. So you know, it comes with it. It comes. So it's difficult, but it's worth every bit of it, man. Like I said, I'm doing what I love, so I mean, nothing's really too hard, you know, or too big of a sacrifice for that.
Oh yeah, man. What are your goals with boxing within the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, man, shoot, if everything goes right, I better be in the top, 5 in the world, man.
Man.
Right now, I think I'm 29 in the U.S., so that's not bad. You know, we're already under the top 50 in the country, so we're close, man. I think I'm 100 and something in the world, so we're getting close, man. We're going down the ranks, so once we get into the top 10, 15 contenders, we'll get some titles going, and it's moving in the right direction, man. I want to be a world champion by maybe the end of this year. I think we can do it, man. Yeah, we'll go challenge some people. Screw it, whatever we got to do.
Shit, you got to speak it into existence.
That's it, right? You got to believe it.
Yeah. Talk about your relationship with your trainers and your sponsors.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out Bubba Chinos.
Yes, sir, man. So Bubba Chinos is the official Team Lopez sponsor, man. They come through every camp, with everything we need. Anything we need help with, financially, anything we really need, man. Exposure-wise, they're just there, man. So they're awesome people. They're just great people, man. They're here to help, and that's it. No questions asked. They're just there to give me a hand with everything, and I, really shout out to them. God bless them. They're awesome people. And as far as my team, man, they're awesome. I've been rocking with them since, my father's one of my coaches, and Aurelio Martinez is one of my other coaches, and I've been rocking with with them. My dad always, obviously, but with my trainers since I was about 13, 14 years old, man. Even before that, you know, we were on and off because of the soccer deal. But I've known them for years. We have a great chemistry. We work real well together. We all drive each other, you know. It's awesome, bro. We have a real good team, and that's the reason we haven't lost, you know, because nobody really steps on each other's toes or tries to do more. We all just understand what the mission is. So it's dope, man. We have a solid team. We haven't failed yet, you know what I mean? So it's dope.
Shout out Oscar. Shout out Bubba Chinos again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So final thoughts. What are some words of advice you can give to any athletes out there that want to become a professional?
I think, you know, I like to keep it real, man. I think the first thing that you got to understand with any kind of business, whether it's a sport, whether it's whatever you're pushing, is it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be real hard. You're gonna start, and more than, you know, a majority of people are going to try to bring you down rather than help you, and that's going to be what's tough, you know, and that's what separates a smart entrepreneur and someone who fails, you know what I mean? When the obstacle comes, some people will break, some people will go through it, and that's really what makes you. So just push through it, you know what I mean? So you're gonna break, you're gonna fall a lot of times, you know what I mean? But you got to get up. I mean, really, you think all these people, Mayweather, you know, you think all these millionaires, anybody you look at, you think that it was easy for them? It wasn't. They had to go through everything possible. So you got to push through it. So you can't quit. That'd be my biggest advice. You know, other than that, everything, you know, believe in God and have faith, everything will fall in place. But you got to work hard, and you can't listen to people. You know what I mean? People will confuse you and they try to move you from your path. You know what's best for you. You know what I mean? So just keep your faith in God and push through whatever you're doing.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself, man. I mean, so everyone, if you're doing any type of entrepreneurship, man, you're gonna hit those walls, and you just gotta break through them, no matter what.
That's it, man, right? You know, I came from nothing, bro. Coming up from 5 points, you know, we've been self-made all the way. You know, coming from Mexico with nothing, with my family. You know, we came as an immigrant family. You know, made it in here. My father owns a home now. You know, it's amazing what you can do when you put your mind to something. You know what I mean? So I just want to be motivation for the city and for all the kids. You know, for any business person in particular. You know, anybody trying to do something, it's possible. You know, I came from nothing, bro, and we're really making it. We're making noise in this country and all over the world. So it's awesome, you know.
Respect, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys, man.
All right, well, comment down below who you guys want to see next on the Maha Minute. Hit that subscribe button. Maha Minute, #1 podcast in the universe.
That's right.
Catch you on the next one.
Show some love. Show some love. Right on, man.
And yeah, everyone go check out all his links in the description. We're going to put all his Instagram, YouTube, all that. So yeah, check out.
303, baby.
Yep, support Misael Lopez. Let's get it.
Right on. Maha Minute, baby. Let's go. Hell yeah, man. That's what's up, y'all. That's a one take or what?
Yep.
You did it, man. What's up? Good shit. Right on, y'all. This was cool. I appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate love. Right on. Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Support each other. Let's get it. Good luck to you guys.
Awesome, bro.
Keep it up, man. Awesome. Anything we can do to help you too, man.
For sure,
Yeah, let us know. I'm all about it, bro. Fights and stuff come through. We'll do all about it.
Hit us up, bro. We'll definitely film some shit.
Heck yeah. Let's get it. Let's
get your brand out there.
Yeah, you guys too, man. You know, a lot of people will appreciate that. I'm telling you, there's not a lot of guys, especially in the boxing scene, trying to promote us, help us out. So you guys, you know, look into that and use me, hit me up. You know, I'll help you guys out.
Definitely.
Hook each other up. We'll start building something. That's all I'm trying to do this year, bro. Build a relationship, put this in on. We'll be good, man.
I'm trying to just get a bunch of athletes on the show.
That's tight, man. Well, I know a couple, man. Whatever I can do to get you guys connected with some people. You know, same thing with you guys. You know, anything that comes your way, you know, hit me up. I'm all about it, man.
Yeah,
no, I'll open up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it, man.
I can't fuck with you. That's a knife in my bag. I can't fuck with you. That's a time in the past. All my bills is blue, 40 banks in a flash. Now I keep it true religion on my ass. Now I'm rolling. She like where you going, hit it in the morning.